Welcome to Armand Academy. Like and subscribe for more content and drop your doubts in the comments. Share with your friends and classmates. For private tuition in these subjects across all boards and universities, contact me here or the link in the description. Let's get started. Raju, Rinku, and Munni were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3 is to 1 is to 1. They admitted Chunni into partnership for 1/5 share. It was decided that Munni will have 1/4 share in future profits. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 3,20,000. Chunni was not able to bring anything. Whenever an incoming partner can't bring anything, we have to debit that partner's current account. Okay, so that we will do at the end when we journalize the goodwill at the time of admission. For now, we need to calculate the new ratio and the sacrifice ratio. Okay, and it's important that we write the old ratio once as is. Okay, so ratio, the old ratio is for Raju 3. Okay, similarly, we have Rinku and we have Munni. And in that way, we have 3 is to 1 is to 1. Now, they are telling us that going forward, Munni's share is going to be 1/4. Okay, and Chunni, we're admitting Chunni, whose share is going to be 1/5. Now, as far as the remaining partners are concerned, okay, and this is not the ratio yet because we're just looking at shares. Okay, the new shares are two of them we don't know, and we know the remaining 1/4, 1/5. So if I want to know how much goes to these two people, I need to find out the total of this. Okay, so uh, Munni plus Chunni is going to be equal to 1/4 plus 1/5 is equal to, and now we rationalize the denominator. So 4 into 5 gives us 20, and in the numerator it will be 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4 gives us 9/20. So if Munni plus Chunni is 9/20, then what about plus Raju plus Rinku? Okay, forgot an N over here. Raju plus Rinku. Okay, so their share, Raju plus Rinku, or simply I can say the remaining share. Remaining share for the remaining two partners is going to be the full firm's profit, which I can write as 1 or 100% or 20/20 PO, minus 9/20. Okay, which is equal to, and what I'm going to do is this is 1/1. So I multiply the numerator and denominator by 20. So I'm going to end up with a combined, okay, 20 minus 9 upon 20, which is going to give me 11/20. Okay, if the remaining share is going to be 11/20, I know that their ratio between themselves is 3 is to 1. So Raju's new share, and Rinku's new share will be calculated accordingly. Okay, so that 11/20, both of them are going to get a share of this 11/20 on the basis of 3. On the basis of 3 is to 1. Okay, so I'm going to go here and say 3/4 and 1/4. And then multiply, I get 33/80 and I get 11/80. And now that I have that, I can go upstairs and write it. Okay, 33/80 is to 11/80. Okay, but I mean, yeah, these are the new shares, but I would like a clean profit sharing ratio. So I'm going to take these numbers down. Okay, so we have got 33/80, 11/80, 1/4, and 1/5. Okay, and I will write 1/4 and 1/5 and 33/80 and 11 by 80. Now, these 80s, I can't reduce it further. Okay, I can't. But as far as these two people are concerned, if I want to make this 480, I need to multiply it by 20. So I multiply the numerator and denominator by 20. If I want to make this 5 into 80, to multiply it by 16. So numerator and denominator by 16. So I'm going to end up with 33 by 80 is to 11 by 80 is to, okay, 20 by 80 is to 16 is to 16 by 80. And now the 80 can get cut across the board, and a new profit sharing ratio is going to be equal to 33 is to 11 is to 20 is to 16. Okay, yeah, I mean, as long as your maths is fine, there's no problem. But yeah, it's a bit lengthy. Now, new ratio done. Now they want sacrifice ratio. Sacrifice ratio, we know that the sacrificed share is equal to old share. Is equal to old share minus new share. Okay, and we are going to do this across the board for all of them, and let's see what happens when we do that. Okay, so we have three old partners. We have three old partners. Okay, and these are their old shares, and the new shares we have got downstairs. So 3 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. Okay, 3 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. And it will be good if I write down all their names. Okay, so Raju, Rinku, and Munni. Raju. So Raju's sacrifice is what we're trying to calculate. And by the way, if it comes negative, it's again simple as that. Okay, Rinku's sacrifice and Munni's sacrifice. Munni's sacrifice. Okay, is equal to their old shares minus the new share. Now 33 is to 11 is to 20 is to 16. Okay, let's see. 33 plus 11 is 44. 44, 64, and if you add 16, you're going to get 80. Okay, which by the way was our denominator, right? Upstairs. Okay, so I'm going to say 3 by 5 minus 33 by 80 minus 11 by 80 and minus 20 by 80. Okay, and do the same thing as last time. I need to make all these 5s 80. So what must I multiply with 5 in order to get 80? The answer is 16. So across the board, numerator and denominator get multiplied by 16. Okay, and I'm going to get 3 16s are 48 minus 33 upon 80. 1 into 16 is 16 minus 11 upon 80. 1 into 16 is 16 minus 20 upon 80. Okay, and we're going to end up with a negative number here. So that means Munni is not sacrificing, Munni is gaining 16 minus 20, which gives me minus 4 upon 80. Now, for these two, simple mathematics, 48 minus 33. Okay, and I think we're going to end up with 15 by 80 over here, but do the math yourselves. 16 minus 11 is going to give me 5 by 80 over here. Both of these are positive numbers. So both of these are sacrifices. So we have a sacrifice ratio. Sacrifice ratio for Raju. Okay. And in brackets, if you want, you can write Raju and Rinku. Rinku is equal to 15 by 80 and 5 by 80. Okay, so 15 by 80 is to 5 by 80. 80 will get cancelled. 5 ones are 5 threes are, and your answer is 3 is to 1. Now, going back up here, new ratio done, sacrifice ratio done. The last thing we need to do is journalize for goodwill at the time of admission of Chunni. Okay, and we need to pass a journal entry, okay, which is quite straightforward as long as you're familiar with the basics. Okay, the standard journal entry when a new partner is coming but does not have the money, we debit her current account. If an existing partner there, they have to, what do you say, compensate the other existing partners, old partners, because they're taking a higher share. Nowhere have they mentioned that. Nowhere have they mentioned that Munni, who's gaining, is getting more money in. So it'll be cut from her account. But in her case, it won't be the current account, it'll be the capital account. Okay, so first I will make the journal entry, then I'll think about the numbers. And the journal entry is made based on the golden rule: debit the receiver, credit the giver. All right, Chunni is an incoming partner and is not bringing in goodwill, is going to benefit from the future profits of the firm. Okay, and therefore we are debiting her current account. New partner, okay, Chunni's current account is to be debited. Then we have another partner who's gaining. Okay, the partner that is gaining is Munni. It's an old partner, and therefore it won't be current account, it will be capital account. They have not told us anything, we do capital account. Okay, so it is going to be Muni's capital account debit, and then we credit. Okay, we credit the remaining two partners. Okay, so Raju's capital account and Rinku's capital account. Credit the giver to Raju's capital account and to Rinku's capital account. Now, as far as the amounts are concerned, all right, we know the total value of goodwill is 3,20,000. Okay, so I'm going down here, and what I'm going to do is for all of them, okay, Chunni, Munni, Raju and Rinku, we have some or the other calculation. Okay, so one more time, we have 3,20,000. Okay, we have 3,20,000, and that these two partners have to compensate the others, right? And it is going to be based on their gain ratio. Now, as far as Munni is concerned, this 4,80,000 which you see over here, okay, this 4,80,000 that you see over here is a gain. All right. So as far as Munni is concerned, the 4 by 80, I'm going to write over here. As far as Chunni is concerned, the entire share, okay, she's been admitted for 1/5. That full 1/5 is going to be, that full 1/5 is going to be here. All right. So first I'm going to do this math, and fine. So 5 ones are, okay, 5 6 are, and 5 fours are. So I think I'm going to end up with 64,000 over here. 64,000 over here. Okay, 4 ones are, 4 20s are, 0 0 cut. Okay, and I have 32,000 upon 2, which should give me 16,000. So I'm going to first put these two numbers into the journal entry. So we have 64,000, and 16,000, whose total, by the way, is, okay, whose total 64,000 plus 16,000, I think, is going to give us 80,000. And now we have to break it up among the sacrificing partners in their sacrificing ratio. So 3:1, I will have 80,000 broken up in the ratio 3:1. Okay, and 4 ones are, 4 twos are, 20,000 into 2, 60,000. Subtracting will give me 20, but either way I can also do 4 ones are, 4 twos are. Okay, and I'm going to get 20. So 60,000 and 20,000 to Raju and Rinku, 60,000, 60,000 and 20,000 to Raju and Rinku. This has been a particularly long sum. Okay, sample papers tend to be tougher. Being adjustment entry passed for Goodwill, being adjustment entry passed for Goodwill. Okay, in the exam you have to draw the journal format and then do this. Any doubt, feel free to ask me.